Hey everyone, in this video we'll learn about the concept of logarithms. It's a very important concept in mathematics. So to understand logarithms, let's say we had this equation, 10 to the power of x equals 300, and we were asked to solve for x. We want to isolate x, so we have x equals some number, and that would be our answer. So how exactly do we solve this equation right here? This exponential equation, because x is in the exponent, where the base is 10. So what do? Well, you might notice that 10 to the power of 2 is 100. And 10 to the power of 3 is 1000. So we know that 300 right here, it's between 100 and 1000. So 300 is between 100 and 1000. So x must be between 2 and 3. So in other words, x must be between 2 and 3. It's some number between 2 and 3, but we don't know exactly what. So how do we find that out? Well, that's where logarithms come in. So a logarithm will help us solve this, this exponential equation. So let me rewrite the equation down here. 10 to the power of x equals 300. And we are going to rewrite this using logarithms. So logarithms, they are written as log. And we're taking the base of the exponential equation. The base is 10. So we'll put the 10 down here. We'll put the 10 down here in a smaller font. And then what it equals, 300, we'll put up here. 300 equals the exponent which is x. So let's just highlight or just underline all of this. The x goes here, the 300 goes here, and the base of 10 goes here. So this 10 to the power of x equals 300 gets rewritten as log base 10 of 300 equals x. And that's how it's read. Log base 10 of 300 equals x. So in general, if you have a to the power of b equals c, to rewrite this as a logarithm, it would be log base a of c equals b. And you'll see that this has the effect of bringing the exponent, or whatever's in the exponent, outside of the exponent. So this has the effect of bringing the b by itself. It isolates it. So whatever's in the exponent, it now drops down and it gets isolated. So that's why it's useful in this case where we have 10 to the power of x equals 300. We want to bring the x out of the exponent. We want to get this out of the exponent. And we're able to do that using this logarithm, where we rewrite this equation as a logarithm. And we bring the x down here by itself. And we have solved for x. X is log base 10 of 300. So log base 10 of 300, so let's just rewrite that again. X is log base 10 of 300. Well, what does this evaluate to? What is log base 10 of 300? So you can pop this in any calculator, log base 10 of 300, and you will get approximately 2.477. And that's our answer. That is how we solve for x. So this original equation, 10 to the power of x equals 300, x roughly equals 2.477. So that is how we solve for that. And just keep in mind that logarithms are inverses of exponents. So again, in this example, a to the power of b equals c. Let me just rewrite this example down here. A to the power of b equals c. So if you think about it this way, if you wanted to bring the b out of the exponent, you wanted to release this b right here, then what you would do is you would apply this to both sides, log base a of this, and then log base a of c. So you would do log base a of both sides, log base a of a to the b, and log base a of a to the c, or log base a of c. So on this side, because logarithms are inverses of exponents, the log a and the a cancel out. So we're just left with the b. So b gets dropped down here, equals log base a of c. And that is how you would solve for b in a logarithmic equation. And also keep in mind that you cannot take the logarithm of a negative number. So, for example, if you had this equation right here, a to the power of x equals -1, and then you were to rewrite it as a logarithm, so this would be log a of -1 equals x. So x is undefined. You can't actually solve for x here. If you try to put this in a calculator, you can't, there's no value. Even if we replace a with a real number, let's say 2, so 2 to the power of x equals -1, okay, go solve for x. We can't do that here because 2 to the power of any number, no matter what number we raise to the power of 2, it will never become a negative number. It will never become 0. So just remember, in exponential equations, which is what this is, in a previous video we discussed asymptotes and how it will approach the x-axis, but it will never achieve a value of exactly 0. So even 2 to the power of -100. So this will equal 1 over 2 to the 100. It'll become a very, very small number. It'll be 0.00000. It'll be a very small number, but it will never be exactly 0. And also it'll never be negative. So the rule is you can never take a logarithm of negative numbers. So this never works. No logs of negative numbers. Those just don't work. So that's an important rule. And then let's just go through a couple of examples. How do we evaluate log base 7 of 49? You can put it in your calculator and you'll get the answer. Or you can realize that, hey, I know that 7 to the power of 2 is 49. I know 7 squared is 49. So that means log base 7 of 49 is that exponent. It's 2. Okay, so then it becomes more intuitive. So once you have perfect squares, or once you know what the logarithms are. So log base 2 of 16, what is this? Well, this is essentially saying 2 to the power of some number. So 2 to the power of some number, x, equals 16. And then you can guess, you know that 2 squared is 4, 2 to the third is 8, and 2 to the fourth is 16. So that means this x right here is 4. So log base 2 of 16 is 4. And that's how you evaluate those logarithms. So that's all we need to know about logarithms for now. And if you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below, and thank you for watching.